Mr. Wasser to make those last night or within the last 24 hours, okay? The specifics with regards to some of the editing was not at my instruction, okay? Therefore, I will remove those ones that have the box around, the ones that are, that...
So, this is a turn to you as well, states 24.
Can I see that? I don't...
I just want to make something clear. They're not looking to take off the red box and then admit these. They're just looking to not put these in at all, correct?
Not with this, Judge. I will say this. Those exhibits were made not to my specifications, okay? This happened late last night. I got them after lunch. After lunch, I was watching Mr. Padilla do his, and Mr. Dunn do the cross and redirect of Dr. Bodden. I did have an opportunity to glean through them, and then when Mr. Tiza went, I directed him. Mr. Dunn crossed him. I redirected him, and then I quickly glanced at them and gave them to the court. I will say this, Judge. I did not ask for the editorialization. If that is something that I want to potentially use as a demonstrative in my closing, that's going to be my decision. But with regards to what I'm asking to move into evidence potentially today will be the two photographs that the court, which are A10 and A5.
So, Judge, my request would be this. Since we are being provided with this evidence at a very late time, and clearly it's a discovery violation, this is printed April of this year, I think it would be only fair to allow the state an opportunity, at least overnight, to get copies of these, to review them, to compare them to the video, to maybe have our video people look at it more closely to see what lines of questioning we may have for Mr. Wasser based upon this, if he's supposedly going to authenticate them.
Is Mr. Wasser your next witness?
Yeah, well, potentially. Potentially, Judge. And
so can you make a proffer as to specifically what you're going to be asking him about this? Are you just going to say, did you take screenshots and that's it? You're not asking him to make any commentary on what is included in those photographs?
Correct, Judge. I'm just asking, I will direct him to the timestamp that's been on the video that the prosecution gave us from the inception of the case. That hasn't changed. They can do their due diligence. They can have their forensic people look at it. Maybe, Judge, I would say that they probably should have done that in the inception. But
well, that's not fair defense because you just handed them this issue. How could they foresee that? Last time I checked, the state did not have the ability to see into the future. So with this being said, with these two items being handed over this morning, can we cue up the tape to those two times so the court can look at those two times?
Absolutely, Judge. And here's another issue, Judge. We may need to recall Mr. Coleman because the CD that he gave me, what we had originally contracted him to do was have one of them slowed down. With regards to, we initially hired him with regards to some of the shadow movement, and it was through. Sorry, this is just going to older unit. It takes a few seconds to load.
Not responding.
Here, I think. Judge, here's the issue, Judge. This was supposed to be in slow motion. It was originally in slow motion. I believe that Mr. Coleman, when he made the 6, did not provide us with one of the slowdown copies, so we may need to recall him. Let me get on the phone with him.
That would be an additional discovery violation, Judge, of the video that I've not been given, it sounds like.
Well, Judge, I believe the 6 videos that we provided Mr. Dunn initially had one of them that slowed this down. This exact area, that exact time frame, looking in this area.
So is this where is the...
Hold on, Judge.
One thing at a time. If you recall Mr. Coleman, we'll take that up at that time. I'm not going to waste time talking about a hypothetical situation.
Judge, I'm going to direct your attention. You see this white piece of paper? White area right here?
Napkin.
I don't know if it's a napkin.
It's not guess, it's an evidence. It's
Okay. We argue it to the jury, folks, not to the court.
You're going to see a quick...
I want to see the timestamp. I don't need explanation. I want the timestamp.
7:33:34 is on this exhibit.
Okay, Judge.
This is 7:33:33.
Hold on. I paused it so I can draw her attention right here. Did you see that?
Okay. It doesn't matter what I see. I want to see 34. I want to see the comparison, because what I'm looking at 3:33:34 seems to have somebody's body part.
Right there.
Hey, can I see the photograph? Well, State, you can look at it first if you need to.
I know what they're...
And Judge, and I will say this is in real time. In our slowed down version, you get a much better picture of the shape of the item, which we believe is consistent with the knife that was taken into custody. It's right there.
Well, you understand that if the court permits this, Mr. Wasser cannot make that opinion in front of a jury.
Absolutely, I understand that. I'm simply going to be utilizing him. Sorry, Judge. Pardon me?
Okay. Well, the court is extremely displeased that these 2 pieces of evidence are being turned over at the 11th hour, 59th minute, and 59th second of a trial. They do seem to comport with the visual image on the screen, and therefore the court will permit them, but you'll have to lay your foundation to do so.
Absolutely, Judge. The items that you have asked us to not put in, can they be unmarked and released back to the defense?
No, Judge, I just keep them in a separate envelope, send not in evidence.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay?
If I can just take a...
I would ask that a motion at this time for any and all reports, documents that Mr. Wasser created, reference this discovery, apparently back to April. So if there are any reports he authored or if it's his work on this particular issue,
I'll ask him.
I don't believe.
Judge, I will say that Mr. Wasser did not produce any reports. His involvement in these photographs was simply copying that specific frame from the defense evidence which was provided by the prosecution.
At this time, would the state like to have a hallway interview with Mr. Wasser?
Yes.
Okay, why don't
Okay.
you all take the time to do that? Okay?
The two that they want to put in.
Oh, they're up here, thank you. Just make sure you return them, please. Why don't you go get them snacks?
So we can mix them all up.
Whatever.